Yo, you clicked on this video because you're like, how in the world can isolation be my blessing? Isolation, you see, isolation is just truly you hanging around by yourself, truly you being left out of the crowds, you being left just truly to your own devices, you being left to your own form of interest. And you see, when you get left out of certain things, you get to truly just lay back and grow. So you don't have to worry about as much drama. Say your friends get into a whole bunch of drama, or the friends that you had get into drama and they start fighting. People fighting, people arguing online. They on Instagram beef. You could say TikTok beef. They just beefing. But you sitting back, you got isolated from the crowd because your friends don't want to talk to you, or truly you have a hard time making friends, or it could be anything like that. You're just truly just isolated. When you feel isolated, it's like, dang, man, I can't hang out with y'all, so I want to grow. It's not like you need other people to grow. And so the thing is, when you're isolated, you're able to grow by yourself a lot easier. So you're just like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna just do my own thing. You're left to your own devices. You sit back, you grow. You sit back, you're like, okay, I like to paint. I'm gonna just start painting. When you get left to isolation, you truly get to grow amongst yourself. You get to truly just explore your skills, explore your interests. So say I like painting. Actually, let me give a real world example. Since I've been isolated myself, when I had my friends, we were friends, and then we stopped being friends. Let me give my own example. My own example would be writing novels. I used to write novels when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to write novels, and when I was left to my own isolation, I was just in there going crazy on novels. When you're in your own isolation, you have no one to bother you, no one to stop you. You're just going all in because it's like, this is your dream. This is something you like to do, or something you probably want to do in the future. So it's like, okay, cool. I have nobody in my head to tell me that only 1% can make it. Nobody's in my head telling me what can or can't be done. I'm able to do it myself, and I'm able to just truly just be left to my own creativity. I'm left to my own confidence. Like your confidence doesn't get like debuffed. Your confidence doesn't get affected when you're left to your own isolation, because it's just you and your mind. You're confident enough in your mind. You're like, okay, cool, this is something I want to do. You don't second guess it. You just go ahead and you get it done. In isolation, I started working out. In isolation, I truly started to change my life. I started to self-improve. I didn't have to ask people to help me do this, to help me do that. I was like, okay, cool. I'm isolated from my friends. I'm isolated from pretty much the outside world. So when you like isolate yourself from the outside world, you isolate yourself from the internet beef, you isolate yourself from social media, you can truly just go all in. And that was what I did when I was isolated. I sat there and I just go ahead and went all in on novels. I learned how it was to structure my stories. I learned how it is, what people liked about my stories. I learned what they didn't like. I learned how to write the action. I learned how to read, I guess even faster. I learned how to truly put some purpose behind my stories. And so I would say, if you were an artist, you will learn to truly create and paint way better. You will learn to visualize. And when you visualize something, you learn to just truly paint it. You will learn different concepts. You will learn truly a lot of things. So like when you're isolated from your friends, when you're isolated from family, when you're isolated, or when you feel abandoned, or when you feel alone, that's when you're most strongest, simply because that's when nobody can stop you. You have nobody in your ear to whisper disbelief. You have nobody in your ear to whisper and hate and say, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's just you. When you isolate yourself, it's just you. You're the only person who can doubt yourself, or the only person who can make it happen. So isolation is just truly, it's truly a blessing, simply just because it's like nobody can hate on you. When you have nobody in your ear, that's when you can go as far as you want to go. When you stop listening to people, that's when you truly become a beast, a monster. You truly become different. When you stop listening to people, you stop caring what they think. You truly expand upon, you expand your horizons, you expand your skills, you expand your craft. So at the end of the day, I would say you just truly need to go ahead and expand your craft and stay isolated. Because when you stay isolated, you basically stay out of everything. You basically you're calm, you're at peace with your mind. Your mind is being kept at peace because you're not in Instagram or online beef. You're not worrying about anybody else fighting or getting hurt or anything like that. You truly just left to your own craft. You get to study your craft. You get to do trial and error with your craft. You get to do so many different things with your craft. So isolation is a blessing in the form of the mind. It's a blessing in the form of your mental, because it helps you just truly a headline to lock in for your goals. When you so locked in for your goals, you truly don't have time for, you don't spend time on Instagram. You don't spend time scrolling Or shoot, even if you do, when you're isolated, you're still achieving your dreams more than other people because other people are going out to parties, wasting their time. When you're isolated, you're not wasting any of your time. You're truly just sitting by yourself. You're isolated. You're like, okay, if I don't fit in here, I know at least at home I'm gonna fit in. At least when I'm chasing my dream and expanding my craft, I'm gonna fit in. So when you isolated, shoot, you fit in with yourself. And when you fit in with yourself, you fit in with your dreams and everything that aligns with yourself and your personality. So isolation is a blessing in the form of the mind. Shoot, even in the body too. It can be a form of a blessing inside the body too, because when you're isolated, shoot, you could one day say, okay, I'm isolated. I want to get stronger. You could go ahead and work out. You can go ahead and chase whatever dream or whatever goal you have and get it done faster because you have nobody whispering that little doubt in your head. You control what it is you can control when you're isolated. You take one step forward every day when you're isolated. You don't listen to nobody. You taking steps forward. And at the end of the day, when you keep moving forward, you're going to get to where it is you want to go. Sure, when you're isolated, no one can stop you. No one is whispering that doubt in your ear, so nobody should be the one stopping you. You may fall prey to depression and isolation, sure. But as long as you keep moving forward and you keep saying your craft is going to be what gets you out of this form of depression. Is it about money? Is it about whatever form of depression you're going through? You're going to be going through a form of depression of loneliness, saying you want to get out of isolation because you want friends. When you go ahead and chase your craft, you're going to find more people who like to do what it is you like to do. And y'all going to become friends along the way. Find your friends along the way on your craft. Shoot, at the end of the day, isolation is a blessing in the form of not even the mind. It's just truly a blessing. Because when I was isolated, I got the most work done. When I was isolated, I truly locked in. When I was isolated, I had no distractions. When you isolated, you have literally no distractions. It's literally only you who helps you determine where it is you want to go or when it is you get there. Because you're saving your time. You're not going to parties, or whenever you're isolated, you're not worrying about other things. You're only spending your time and your energy on yourself, on your craft, on where it is you want to go. And so that's why isolation is so much of a blessing, because it just helps you have tunnel vision and just center focus on your goals. When you center focus on your goals, you get a lot done. I ain't gonna lie. I've been getting a lot done. I'm isolated. I'm not going to parties every day. I'm in the house. I'm in the summer just truly grinding on my craft, grinding on the YouTube videos, grinding on the clothing brand, making plans and mock-ups. I'm doing all that stuff. All you have to do is just lock in on your goal and say, shoot, doubt isn't even real. Shoot, you have so many people around you, then you probably need to isolate yourself from them people and just go lock in on your goal. Because shoot, doubt is just what it is other people think. Doubt never truly, I feel like, comes from within. You don't really doubt yourself. You say, cool, I like to do this, and I'm just gonna get it done. But it's people who come along and say you can't do that or you can't do this, and that little bit of doubt that you hear almost every day, or you hear from the people that you surround yourself with, that slows you down. So when you're isolated, you're not slowing down. Think of yourself as a freaking train. When you're isolated, you're not slowing down. You're just a freaking train. But when you have a crowd around you that doesn't support you, or even probably one person that's like your most important person who says you can't do this or can't do that, then it's gonna be, think of some rocks on the track. The train gonna hit the rocks and boom, the train break, train fall off. But if you isolated, there ain't no freaking rocks on the train. Ain't no doubt gonna get into your mind if it's just you being isolated towards your goal. When it's just you center focusing yourself on your goal. At the end of the day, what I wanted to preach to y'all was isolation is truly a blessing, simply because it helps you lock in on your goal. It helps you go pretty much improve your skills of your craft. It helps you pretty much just know that your time is not always gonna be there forever. By you being isolated, by you not wasting your time on other things that you have no control over, you're truly saving your time. And your time is the most important thing in this world. People always like to say, I have a lot of time. Or people like to say the young have a lot of time. They can do this, they can do that. But they truly can't. Simply the thing is, because you don't have a lot of time to basically get where it is you want to go. And a lot of people tell you that. I want to just tell you that was a misconception. Because at the end of the day, you never know what can happen tomorrow. Tomorrow you can have hella more problems. Tomorrow you can wake up, your legs can stop working. Tomorrow you can wake up, you can't see. You never know what it is that can happen tomorrow. Each day is pretty much a blessing. So take that as it comes. Each day is a blessing. Isolation is a blessing. I'm trying to tell y'all. These are some real deal things I've experienced in my life. Isolation. I was isolated. I was getting them little novels typed out. I made so many novels and so many little chapters on my novels that I had reached 60,000 words. And they said, hey, I'm gonna give you a contract. If you sign this contract, you can make money off your story. I was like, dang, for real? That's how you gonna, I can make money off my story? That's crazy. So it's just like, once you lock in and get where it is you want to go, you're gonna be able to reap your benefits. And it's way easier to lock in and get where you want to go when you isolated from people who doubt you, or when you isolated, because no one is around you to doubt you. No one knows your goals. When nobody knows your goals, or when nobody knows your dreams, they can't shut them down. Instead of worrying about if somebody else approves of your goals, you should worry about if you do and how it is you're gonna get that done. Because at the end of the day, this is your life, and isolation is pretty much gonna be your blessing. So if your friends stop messing with you today, then shoot, fall back and say, okay, that's cool. Because at least you know you're going to get where it is you want to go. All right. I wanted to preach that isolation is a blessing. I hope you understand what it was I was trying to come across and stay. Got a whole bunch more videos to get out today. Let me go ahead and get them out. Love y'all. Y'all stay smooth. I'm out.
To make the unknown known.
Start trying to have people look into your life. Start trying to have people look into what music you make. Start trying to have people look into what clothing you making. Start trying to have people look into that new designer designer brand that you just had come out. Like, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to us being those people whatever happened to us having dreams, man?